How you going?
Gentlemen, how are you?
Very good, thanks.
Excellent, excellent. When we first met, when we first got on board and started working together, there was a whole series of things that we kind of worked people through in our program.
Yep.
And I guess the process of working together is usually, our approach is usually do some work, get some results, and then sort of pivot and look forward as to what the next things are. Do you have any next things that you're looking to get help with in the business?
I think our biggest ones were in the beginning was as you said, the email was the profit and more revenue. And I think our profit's definitely gone up.
Yep.
Especially, I think on a job basis, massively. So we sort of implemented instead of setting up jobs in the factory. That made a massive difference to everything. But yeah, we definitely saw more. Just from implementing those sorts of things made a massive difference, didn't it?
Plus, Will's more defined roles. He can't be defined. He stopped doing basically anything else other than the shop drawings, and that certainly made a huge difference to the way jobs were flowing through. The guys have noticed it as well. Like when we speak to the guys about it, they can see that projects are going through a lot smoother. They're getting better plans.
Yeah.
Month on month, we're definitely making our margins are good, and we've got money in the bank. It's completely different to a year ago. Even though times are tougher for us, I feel like it's just
It definitely was a lot trickier for us now, which I think is just the case for everyone.
Yeah, our financial position is much better.
It's huge, the amounts of things that we implemented and changed. So I think it kind of set us off on that path.
Yeah,
went hell for leather doing it.
Yeah, you were pretty much like banshees installing JobMan, that's for sure.
Well, just with the way that all of a sudden we changed, just the way we did our jobs. It's just the whole way through. Like jobs, it's completely different scenario. The way jobs are going through the factory now.
Yeah.
Like a job right now that just got cut yesterday, whatever it was. It's done, dusted. That would have been a week thing, I reckon.
Yeah.
It would have been a week-long thing.
Would have been getting set up. Now would have been done, but now it's the truck's arriving tomorrow and it's been installed tomorrow and everything's done.
Yeah.
And
it'll be at the end of tomorrow, I'll be invoicing it. It's certainly, like the business has changed so much, it's not even, you can't compare it. The guy, we get feedback from the guy. We had a meeting with one of the guys today, a meeting that I don't think we probably once would have had. We just would have delayed it.
Yeah.
Basically, the point around the meeting for us was getting clarity of where he was, what his future, where he saw his future, if he was happy, what his expectations were.
Yep.
And we had that meeting that went brilliantly. And I just don't think we would have previously done that at all.
When we first met, when we first started working together, what were the things, do you remember back, what were the things that you were looking for that you were kind of struggling with in business? What were the problems that you needed to solve?
We were working every night till 10:30 at night. We weren't getting any time with the family and we weren't making money.
I suppose we could see we're probably we're charging right.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
But the jobs just weren't going the way they should have been running.
Yeah.
And it's just night and day now. It's unbelievable.
Well, Fridays we're working from home now.
We could literally work there for 3 days a week, I feel like, comfortably.
Easily.
The factory's running, runs by itself with the boys.
Not getting phone calls.
Phone calls.
They coming into the office is very, very rare.
And how is the team culture now, like the morale and the team culture within the group?
Well, yeah, good. So that was one of the main things. One of the things I was speaking about to the guy today. But he wouldn't want to work anywhere else. He likes working with us. Likes the culture. Likes the opportunities we give him. Likes the way that we let him actually work, do the jobs, put responsibility on him. Those were his main things. Because he's got friends who are doing apprenticeships and they're in their second, third years and they've never left the factory.
Yeah.
Whereas he was saying after he'd been with us for, I think he said 6 or 7 months, we'd sent him out to install his first job on his own, and he wants to stick with the business and not go anywhere.
Sounds like it's been relatively transformational for you guys to go from that where you just described to where you're describing right now.
Oh, it has been.
Yeah, it's huge. And you can see the potential now. You can see once you sort of start to see those figures, few jobs that we've done through JobMan, you just think, you know, it's unbelievable compared to sort of, we were never going to achieve it previous, like how we were operating. And you could easily fall into that trap. And I think the vast majority of cabinet makers do fall into that trap, and they don't.
Well, we could have just stayed in that. We could have kept in that point, just limping along for a long time.
It's a good point, actually, because you're right. The majority of the industry, like we work with a pinprick of the size of the industry compared to the vastness of it, right?
Yeah.
But I do often talk to the vastness of it or hear from them. And it is true that most people get stuck in just accepting that it's hard and it's not profitable and you got to work long hours.
I think that's a big one. I think people just stick with that. It's not profitable.
Yeah.
I think it's just that they were brought up, you know, that in a factory, they were, you know, taught with a boss like that, and the baton just gets passed on.
Well, a lot of people in this industry don't reach out for the help that you guys reached out for.
Yeah.
Because it's not like people or humans aren't capable of learning this stuff.
Yeah.
It's that they often don't ask for help to do it. And therefore, you know, there's a certain level of accountability that we bring to the table to make sure that certain things are done. What would you say to someone in the industry right now that's struggling in business or just getting by in business and hesitating to reach out for help from someone?
I think you have to. You need some sort of mentor. You have to reach out, because you can't go from being an apprentice to running a successful business without help. It's impossible.
How long have you been in business now?
Oh, it's not 7 years.
7 years.
So in 7 years, the last year, you probably had the most forward progress that you've had probably in that entire time.
Yeah.
And all that really took was learning a few new things and applying a few new things to business and getting those results.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
I'm really, really happy that you guys are in the position that you're in now. Well, this has been great. I really appreciate you taking the time and having a sort of a wrap-up chat. And I appreciate you taking the time. And I want to thank you guys for being part of our program, and really glad that we've made a difference in your lives.
Thank you very much. We've thoroughly enjoyed it. Thrilled to bits with it.
No worries.
We've really changed the way everything's going here, and we're loving it.
Well, thanks, guys. And let's stay in touch.
Sounds good. Excellent. Thanks a lot for that.
Okay, cheers. Have a great day.
Thank you, sir.